Hey guys, how are you? I'm back. Welcome to WordPress School. Today we are going to learn how to set up WordPress in live server and local server. So make this question as wide so you can understand. So here is the starting. First you have to go to your hosting panel, then enter to your cpanel. If you have the main domain, then that is good, but in here I will show you how to set up WordPress in subdomain. There is no different things about subdomain and main domain. You just have to select your domain name where it will be set up. So first, this is the hosting cpanel. This is the Apache hosting server. If you have something like this in your hosting, like GoDaddy, Namecheap, or any other hosting package, then you will see the same layout and same option, or maybe more option will be there. But overall, of under those things, you have to find script section or software app installer. This is the option where we are going to set up WordPress from. Just remember the name software class app installer or script installer, because I'm telling you, in my hosting cpanel you see it's something like this, but you will not get same things in your hosting too. So it may be look like other things, but name will be the same, software class apps installer. Then go to WordPress, or you will see there will be install apps, and then you'll have a window where it will show install settings. I already have a lot of WordPress set up here. So then whatever you see in here, don't bother with them. Install now. Then they will ask you some information to put here. Remember, this is the panel where HTTP. You have to select your protocol. HTTP/www, HTTPS, HTTPS. If you have SSL, if you have SSL in your domain, then you can select HTTPS. If you don't have, then select HTTP or HTTP//www. So I have already installed SSL, and for your concern, you cannot get SSL by free. Some hosting has SSL plan to buy from them, so you have to get it from the hosting server, and some hosting server have some free SSL option, so maybe you will get one or not. So remember this one. So I will select HTTPS. I don't need www. Then I have to select where I want to set up the new WordPress. Remember to choose here, because there all are existing website. If you select the existing link and all setup done after quick install, then maybe existing site will be lost. So you have to careful with this. I just created few minutes ago this subdomain live.gct.xyz. So I will select this one in directory. you may see something like this in your hosting, but that means in this directory you will have another directory which will be called WP. That is folder. Actually, that is a folder, and all new WordPress site will be installed in it. So you have to cut it. This should be empty if you want to set up your WordPress in main directory. So here is, you can select a version. Some hosting have no version selection option. That depends on the hosting provider. You can enable multiple language system, disable WordPress cron job. These things other way to do. Here you can put your credential, like I will use readymade. You have to copy this one, because after setup done you cannot get this password from here. Okay, so you have to copy this one. I just copy it. Admin, you can change it anything as you want. You have to put your email here. Limit login attempt, you can use some plugin. By default, limit login in classic editor. Language can be changed. Advanced, you have to select a theme. Yes. Below of all this, here is the button install. Now it will take a few minutes or a few seconds, depend on your net speed or server speed. It will be created. See, it doesn't take much time. Here is the admin login. So what is the password? I copied. Here is the paste. Remember, and then admin. Okay, login. So I am in the dashboard. See, it's very easy. So WordPress setup in live server is very easy. You don't have to do much things. Here is the special software. As we know, your PC can be a server with this software, xammp using whatever. So start launching. So here is the starting point. Let's start server, MySQL. Other things we don't need. Localhost. See, there already a folder. Now let me show you how you can set up. First you have to find your local directory where it is. My one is in here in Cpanel. By default you will see the same thing in your device. If you change it by manually, then it's in there. It can be different. So basically, as we know, directory is the domain. So here is the same thing. You have to create a folder where you want to set up a new WordPress. I will name it WP new. Now you have to download WordPress actually from wordpress.org. Get WordPress. Here is the download WordPress 6.0.1. Duplicate number, it's okay. Download it. Open folder. Paste here. Extract here. Now delete this one. We have our file, but that is not the correct directory. We have to set up it root directory. So this is empty, we don't need that. We need the main file. Okay, this is the file. So now let's move to the local host. Click, there is a new one. Now click. Sometimes it takes a minute or less than a minute to load the setup panel. Don't worry. Okay, here we can see the language setup. First you will see this setup. You have to select your language. Now you see what you need to set up the new WordPress in your domain. Database name, database username, database password, database host, table prefix. Okay, now you have to do another things. That means go to PHP localhost PHP my admin. So remember what we have to create first: database name, database username, and password. So by through your local server, you can get this thing with the link phpMyAdmin. So here I'm going to create a new database name wp new setup, create. There already created database. Now I have to create a username and password. Go to privilege tab, privilege. There already a single user which is not required a password. You can use it as a root, this one, username, you can see, but I will create a user to show you how to create your own username and something else. Add user account. Suppose WP MH new, then any host, I'll take local host, password, get something common so you can remember. Suppose WP 1 2 3 4 5 6, WP 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's showing strength is not good, so I will use some symbol like @ then it will be the same @#. It's good now. You have to select all these things. So I hope we remember our username is WP MH new, localhost, password WP 1 2 3 4 5 6 and @#. You have to note down these things. I just showing you, that's why note down all those things. Check all, go. So user has been created. Now let's set up. Let's go. What was that database name? WP new setup, I think. Yeah, WP new setup. What is the user? WP MH new. Password was WP 1 2 3 4 5 6 @#. Localhost prefix, you don't have to change these things for your localhost, it will be the same. Submit. Now steady. Okay, alright Sparky, if you see this message, then you are done with the installation and your credential, all database information was right. This is the main, this is what the main. Run the installation. Okay, now what I have done to the previous, in the previous steps, that was for only database connection. Now site title is my new site, admin. Here is the password, I have to copy it. Email, you can put yours. This verse, install. Okay, so MySQL is still running. Choose your password. WordPress has been installed. Thank you. Enjoy. You have to click this button login. Here you have to put your password. This is what I copied from there. Remember, user is the same. Login. That's good. So we have done WordPress setup. Okay, today we are done. Please subscribe and stay with me. I'll show you more things in future with my video list. There will be more something coming in future. So hope for the best. Bye bye.